Hello everybody and welcome to the Australian Dota 2 League. This is round 1, the Buddy Squad versus I'm Ridiculously Strong. I'm Son of Evil, this is Explosive Fury, and welcome to the game number 1 of this best of 3 series. Hi Fury, how you doing?
How are we doing? I am doing great. Getting a bit of a rush in to get here on time, forgetting completely about Australia's daylight savings happening.
What even are time zones?
What even are time zones exactly?
Okay, so I'm already pretty excited for this. This draft's really going. This is an Allison Clockwork, isn't it?
Chances are it is. It could always be an offlane Clockwork. It does look like I'm Ridiculously Strong has Joe standing in for them. I believe he plays offlane, so it could be him playing Clockwork as well. We do note the Earth Spirit Zeus bans from the Buddy Squad, completely aiming out Boo Boo's Earth Spirit and Gooksmith Zeus straight out of the pool.
It's interesting that I've gone to pick him Death Prophet straight away, just securing him one of his mid heroes. I mean, if he doesn't have Sniper, Death Prophet, or Zeus, what's his other one that he plays?
I mean, he can play lots of heroes. They're definitely three of his top played heroes, but I think the reason they're mainly going for the Death Prophet so early on is they did ban out the AA, and if as the Buddy Squad would know that Gooksmith is a Death Prophet player, they could have gone to ban it in the second phase if they didn't pick it up straight away.
Is this something that they're looking to play around the Death Prophet? Like, have they probably thought about this draft a little bit going into this?
Couldn't say for sure. I mean, the way that the draft is going, the speed of it, chances are Allison has something that he's prepared for, some sort of draft that he's looking into play. You generally look for early aggression from a Clockwork, early pressure from the Death Prophet, so we could be seeing some form of early complete map control, see where they can go.
And TBS just filling out their side with Cancer so far. Lich, Necrophos, we're going to see a Venomancer next. Maybe a Viper.
Get the Viper, just finish it all off.
Just aids it up.
I mean, they're going with top picks of the patch. Buddy Squad sticking to the meta.
And IRS just looking to play what it is that they're comfortable with.
That's what it seems like so far. Yeah, I mean, there's the Viper ban.
Not surprised.
Gotta get rid of all the poison.
No one wants to play against a Viper. No one wants to play against a Venomancer.
Viper is...
Go on.
I mean, Viper is also one of those heroes that can lane against the Death Prophet have a good lane against Death Prophet.
Yeah, if you were to go a Viper into a Death Prophet, would you pick up a couple of early points in Corrosive Skin, or would you just grab the one?
Generally you go a couple of points of Corrosive Skin no matter who you're versing. It just makes you that much more tanky. Like, you have the damage from your first point in Nether Toxin anyway. So, pretty much it just means you survive ganks, and if anyone does go too aggressive on you, you can just turn it real easy.
Yeah, it's sort of a hero that discourages aggression anyway. And Venomancer banned out by TBS. And picking up a Weaver for themselves as well. Sorry, banning out the Weaver.
Yeah, and a nice ban from I'm Ridiculously Strong, getting rid of the Night Stalker. They know that the Buddy Squad is still looking towards their role for support. It is generally the hero they will want to pick up now. And Night Stalker against Clockwork is a hero that is pretty good, because it gives you that long-range vision for versing the hook shot.
Now, talk me through this Faceless Void pick.
Chances are it's a carry Void, but as they haven't actually shown lanes so far, they've only got one possible support hero. It could still be an offlane Clockwork or a roaming Clockwork. The Void, that means the Void could be offlane or carry, so it doesn't show too much about the draft, as well as it's a hero that offers the great ability to play either role and a great teamfight potential. So if they go for these early pushes with the Death Prophet, they're going to be looking to use the Chronosphere to get a pick off so that they can set up onto the tower with the Death Prophet ulti, or just set up, use the huge ultis, win the fight, and then take objectives after that.
Is part of the reason that they got him because he's sort of like a natural refusal builder into Necro?
Admiral
That is definitely another reason why it's good. I mean, his time dilation against Necrophos is amazing as well.
That combo now actually looks disgusting. Phoenix and Faceless Void. Oh, and we have... Oh, this is a treat.
This is a treat.
We have the cut and paste anti-mage, the clay anti-mage.
It does seem to be a mildly difficult start for him, though. We'll have to see if the buddy squad can make enough space for him to come online.
5 seconds remaining.
And
he's
so,
definitely going to have a tough early game against the Void Clockwork Death Prophet.
Team ban.
So if you TBS, what do you want to ban out here? What are you scared of IRS getting?
I would say you're scared of them getting, because they have the Phoenix and the Death Prophet. They've got two heroes that can combo with the Chrono, so they're not having to look into the Void being a complete position 1. They're probably scared of a carry that can catch the anti-mage, and there we go, it's like the Bloodseeker.
What about a troll for
Could
IRS?
have a troll, something like, even a Mirana could be kind of scary. Just another way to combo with the hook shot, the Chronosphere, and just high physical damage burst.
Yeah, Postmodern Mirana's been coming a little bit into the meta lately, I've noticed. I'm still not personally 100% sold on it though.
I mean, essentially, it's around the fact so many team fights happen. Like, the game is so active, and with Mirana's early talents giving him agility and then attack speed, you get your phase boots up, you get your second item, whether it's a Diffusal, a Maelstrom, even a Dragon Lance. Not generally the item you want to build, but in some situations it can be good. You're looking at having very high base damage, you attack super fast, and with your leap, you're in a very tough position to kill. So pretty much you can just sit there the whole fight just pumping out damage.
Well, I suppose pumping out damage is as good a reason as any to pick a hero.
Dire team pick.
Yes, last pick Doom.
So the classic Doom Lich offlane.
That's pretty filth.
Pretty filthy. We could actually see the Lich just helping at the anti-mage as well, though. That is always one thing you have to remember with anti-mage. You do often see the offlane completely sacked just to give the dual support onto that anti-mage to help him get their first couple of items. So we'll definitely see how the buddy squad plays this once they go to their lanes. See who on their team that they want to get the most farm at the start.
And IRS have all the time in the world to decide on what this last pick is. What are your top choices for them? I really like Troll here. I think he combos really well with Faceless Void, and that is like you don't necessarily have to be there in order to contribute to your team getting a kill. The Bash is always very good against him as well.
Top pick. I even kind of like Lycan here. It doesn't combo great with the Void, but it offers a hero that can start early fights. It can run down the anti-mage even through the blink. You can't, building Diffusal on it's perfectly fine, so it's great against the Necro. It's super speedy, so if you get his ulti off before Doom.
Alright, so it's an offlane Underlord and a safe lane Faceless Void. Okay.
They did go for the safe lane Void, yeah.
How do you feel about the Underlord?
It's definitely not a hero I have seen a lot. I have a feeling, though, I haven't played Underlord much, and I haven't actually seen it played much, so I'm not 100% sure how strong it is. But you look at it into the Anti-Mage Kunkka, even if it's an Anti-Mage Kunkka Lich lane, with the Underlord's third move removing part of their damage, once he's out of mana from the Anti-Mage, the Kunkka and Lich offer very little damage, the Anti-Mage will offer very little damage, and I feel like he's going to be able to get a lot of pressure off in that offlane.
10 seconds remaining.
So it's pretty solid pick from Ridiculously Strong. It also offers the early mech pickup. He can go onto a pipe, he can go onto a glimmer, anything to help keep the Death Prophet alive for these early pushes as well.
And that root's going to be really strong against the Anti-Mage too.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if later on you go onto an Atos, second the Anti-Mage is used, Manta, you catch him in the thing, you root him with the Atos, and then it reroutes him with the Pit again.
That's pretty disgusting.
But we will see how they play it.
They have a lot of answers now for this Anti-Mage. This could be a tough game for Clay. You've got the stance on the Death Prophet, which is mostly going to be effective before the Manta comes out. You've got the root,
for sure.
You've got the time dilation and the chrono hook shot. Sort of, much for muchness.
pretty much, they do have the control for the anti-mage, but once he gets his mantra, it will be a lot more difficult for them to kill him. So we should see out of this game IRS trying to take as much control as they can pre-20 minutes, trying to get... Their main goal should be getting rid of all 3 tier 1 towers by that stage with the first few Death Prophet ultis, and then just looking to take control of the enemy jungle, force the anti-mage into their own, and cutting creep waves, and just trying to keep the pressure up as much as they can so that they can take preferably full map control by the time the anti-mage has his Manta. And obviously, from that perspective, TBS's aim for this game is essentially use the earlier rotations from the Necro, like just in the first 10 minutes where Necro is super strong, use the first couple of Dooms to try to get a pick off on the Death Prophet or the Void before they chrono, and just make as much space as they can for anti-mage to give them time.
Alright, so let's have a look at the teams and who's going to be playing what. So starting off with the body squad, we have Clay on the anti-mage, then we've got HZ playing the Kunkka. Over on the Doom, we have Horus. On Lich, we have Zuboy. Almost caught me. And on the Necrophos, we have Jandal's. Fury, would you like to take us through IRS?
Over on IRS on the Dire, we have Allison on the Clockwork. There is Matino on the Faceless Void. Malajo on the Underlord. Gooksmith on the Death Prophet. And Boo Boo playing the Phoenix.
So as far as this mid lane matchup goes, what have we got? So we've got Death Prophet versus Necro. That's right, isn't it? Yeah.
It looks as if it's Death Prophet versus Anti-Mage Lich. So TBS has done this quite a few times. When they pick up the Lich, it helps pull back the wave. They have the extra creep in the wave as well, so as long as they can stall the creep wave, the Lich is able to harass the enemy mid so that the Anti-Mage doesn't take as much damage, stall the time so he can get his Ring of Health, and then essentially he's able to farm 5 creeps instead of the 4 creeps that you get in the side lanes.
That's actually very disgusting.
The battle begins.
And all the time the Lich isn't doing anything, we should see him hopefully get a couple of stacks in the jungle. Even if he just stacks 3 camps once or twice.
Here we go, he's got the
It'll help the
sacrifice.
Anti-Mage even more.
There's the range creep. Clay wasn't arranged for it, so Lich has picked up all that experience for himself.
Yeah, so normally it is much more efficient for the Lich to split the XP with the mid laner, but especially as generally he's going to be sitting in lane, harassing and leeching XP. When you're looking at an anti-mage, it's a hero that doesn't really scale with the levels anyway. He's really just looking for the money. So getting that Lich the faster level 2 for the Frost Blast or the Ice Armor, whichever they decide to go for. I believe this game, just Ice Armor should be better and you just have the anti-mage permanently healing.
So we've got Underlord in this solo lane down the bottom. Up against the Necro and the Kunkka. I think he does fairly well in this matchup, I imagine.
Yeah, so he should do fine. Once they've got the Heartstopper up on Necro, he'll take his constant harass, but as long as he has regen with him, he'll be perfectly alright. And until the Kunkka's like level 2, maybe level 3, they can't really offer much kill potential on Malajo. So it'll just be a bit of a last hit war down here.
This is a really nasty place for Death Prophet to have to sit out right now. Like
yeah,
right
so that's
up on the high ground. You've got to be feeling really uncomfortable with this.
I mean, that's the big thing about Lich. Because you deny that range creep, and you deny another range creep later on, the lane is constantly pushing into you.
So up on top lane, we've got Horus up against this, well, it was a tri-lane, but Allison's just gone back down bottom. He's picked himself up
like
Battery Assault first, too.
He's noticed that the Lich is just camping mid. Everyone knows that Kunkka's pretty much useless at level 1, so he's just going to look to get as much farm for his team as he can. And his top lane's pushed in. It's just a farm battle between the Void and the Doom. He can't do anything to pressure, so he's just here to help Underlord as much as he can.
We don't see much Doom either, actually. I love this hero. Like, I love Doom. He's fantastic. Well, subjectively, he's fantastic. Whether or not he's particularly strong, I'll leave that up to better people than me to decide. But I'd love to see him getting played more.
For sure, the hero is getting better and better. I know he hasn't actually been changed, but just the way the meta's evolving with especially with the roaming 4 because it's so consistent and very rarely camps in the safe lane itself. Doom is a hero that can often take on 2 heroes with the Scorched Earth, with the creep, especially if you get this Unholy Aura creep where you have the plus regen. And the second you hit 6, you offer the kill potential to kill any core on the enemy team.
I think what would make Doom a top tier pick is if Doom was no longer deniable.
Doom undeniable. I mean, even when you think about it though, you get a core denied, spent the 20 seconds doomed, 30 seconds dead, you sacrificed a minute 20 of his farm, and they still lose the money, which is the big thing about killing a core. The big difference between killing a core and killing a support is the hero that dies loses money.
And all that downtime they spend not farming as well. But I just think that would be just a nice quality of life change for him. I think that would make him like a top tier offlaner. I think that's all he needs. Well, at the moment, being doomed feels... I don't feel doomed when I'm doomed. I feel like I'm mildly inconvenienced.
Mildly? I feel dead when I'm doomed. It's always a disaster.
That probably just means you play more core than I do.
Classic. I get doomed more often.
I don't see much Doom in my bracket either, actually. I don't know. Is he getting much play?
In pubs, I haven't seen him around that much. It's definitely a niche pick. It's not tier 1, but it's definitely not off the scale. It's much stronger than a lot of other heroes right now. And we do see a Phoenix rotating bottom with the Embers, so we might see a play on Chandles.
Oh yeah, we don't have First Blood yet. IRS chasing down Necrophos. They've got him cogged in over the top with the Firestorm. There's Kunkka with the boat. Needs a couple more, and there it is. IRS picking up the first kill. Thank you to Phoenix and your damage over time.
Yeah, nicely done by them.
And just in time for the Shrine as well.
Look at this efficiency, 3 heroes on the Shrine. All the while, Gooksmith going last hit for last hit against the Anti-Mage, both on 34 in mid. Oh, as Anti-Mage pulls ahead. Even so, both of them doing pretty well in this lane. Getting a decent amount of farm.
I would say Gooksmith's doing surprisingly well here. He's got the same level as Anti-Mage. I mean, that's mostly due to the fact that you've got Lich here as well, taking EXP, but, you know, not having gotten any... Oh, as we say that, X marks the spot, setups for the Torrent combination. Anti-Mage blinking forward, taking a lot of damage away from Gooksmith here. But, you know, those Spirit Siphons, it's a pretty decent spell.
Pretty decent spell, but even so, I don't think they were ever expecting to actually get that kill there. They managed to make Death Prophet use both of his remaining Spirit Siphons, so if they do go for a kill now, or at least sometime in the next 20 seconds, he's not going to have them. And it just helps Anti-Mage lane even more. Well, he's got 3 points in Spell Shield, so he's not giving away too much to Death Prophet. Yeah, there's pretty much zero chance of the Anti-Mage dying. When we look at, if we have a quick look again at IRS's lineup, their lockdown for the Anti-Mage comes out of the Silence from Death Prophet, which hasn't been skilled, the Chronosphere, the Root from Underlord, which hasn't been skilled, and then the Hookshot from Clockwork, which hasn't been skilled. So, at least for now, Anti-Mage really does have a free time to get his last hits. It's just going to be tough when IRS starts pushing towers. So, when IRS decide that it's time to start hitting these towers... Oh, actually we have Doom on the top lane, onto the face of this Void, and he's very dead. He gets brought back, and Kunkka could be the next one to go. Doom backing up now, IRS just chasing him down. Nice rotation by the Kunkka. Kunkka came up, the Doom came out. X'd him back. An easy kill for the buddy squad. Yeah, and that's our first Doom of the game. First Doom of the game, just as he got level 6. That's nice. Perfect and to get a kill off it as well is great. That's exactly what you want. For sure. Until Lord's found himself a nice little double stack. Just screwing with the Lich's efforts.
It's one of those heroes that's really hard to stack and pull against because they can just farm it.
Yeah, that's definitely one of Underlord's big strengths, I guess. Any time a big creep wave's pushing in, anytime there's a stack you can help. Even going Roshan, the Firestorm is just super strong at clearing anything. So
Look at Death Prophet. Like Gooksmith's actually exorcism farming the jungle right now. What does that tell you about their position in this game?
I mean, right now, it is the first exorcism, and they do have a level 3 Phoenix, a level 4 Clockwork. They really aren't in a position to go for any form of team fight, so it's definitely Gooksmith just understanding he's got a couple of minutes anyway.
Clockwork getting healed up by the Phoenix. Faces Void there as well. Does have the Chrono. No one looking to fall. Both teams backing off. Understanding there's probably not a kill to be had there. Doom off cooldown in about 30 seconds. So Faces Void looks like he's going for the Mask of Madness first as well.
Yeah. Treads, Mask of Madness into the treads probably. And then we should see an early Diffusal come out. If it's after his Manta or even after some form of initiation item, we might see a Shadow Blade or Blink come out.
Oh no, I thought we might have seen a gank there as Martina was going around into the trees, but
we'll see it with Allison.
We might now, yeah, Allison here. Might find himself on the receiving end of a Doom though if he's not careful.
Everyone's playing scared. They see the Lich armor, so they know that the Lich is around. They know the Conker's around. Neither team probably feels like they can get a kill unless the Doom comes out on someone.
Yeah, you probably have to Doom the Faces Void here to win the fight, right?
To win the fight, IRS surely doesn't actually have enough damage to kill the Doom. As long as the...
Oh, there's the Blink Dagger. Death Prophet TPing in now as well. Phoenix doing some work with that Sunrave. In comes Gucksmith. He's got the ultimate. No, he doesn't. 15 seconds left on cooldown. Doom being able to get away here. In comes Jandals on the Necrophos, just missing out the kill, but Doom picks it up himself with the Hadouken. Doom up on Gucksmith. In a lot of trouble now, getting worked down, and there's the kill, going to the way of Horus.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, we were just talking about how they probably didn't have the damage to kill the Doom.
And
they went for it. They rotated the Death Prophet up. That's Chrono down, Death Prophet down, and more space for the Buddy Squad. And as you would have guessed, Anti-Mage wasn't there. He's getting very close to his Battle Fury. 1,200 off now. And it does look like TBS is actually going to be first team fully pressuring down a tower.
This looks like it's going really well for them right now. Like Clay has 97 last hits. 98 last hits.
Yeah, this is definitely a great situation for TBS right now. Not only are they getting the free farm that they want on the Anti-Mage, they're managing to get a tower themselves. They've managed to waste the first Chrono. And looking at levels, the Conker's level 6, the Lich is level 6, and the enemy Phoenix and Clockwork are still both 4 and 5.
Oh, Necrophos TPing in down. They've got the X marks the spot back onto the Underlord, and there is the huge boat combination. Faces Void down here now. Chronosphere is on cooldown. Pit of Malice keeping everyone back a little bit. Faces Void jumping out. Gucksmith comes in. He's got Exorcism. He's got the Life Drain, chasing down the Doom, but Doom does have enough HP. Conker now going down. Death Prophet could be next. There is a nice big Necro ult. See you later, Gucksmith. Boo Boo running out into the trees, trying to break their ankles. Lich on the outside now. He doesn't have the Icarus dive, so it's all Jukes here. Chasing him down. There's the Hadouken by Horus, which picks up the kill. He was very close to missing that one, but I think he's probably going to die there anyway without Icarus dive.
Probably would have died. Didn't have the dive, but nice Hadouken coming out. Giving Doom the kill, just confirming everything.
Kill secured, kill confirmed.
And we got the tower deny on bottom, so Necro managed to get the deny on that tower.
And he's got a Hood of Defiance. This is a really hard Necro to kill.
Very hard Necro to kill, easy Underlord to kill though. They've got the combo for the combo.
Oh, they do See you later. And it's Clay that picks that one up with the Mana Void. And there is the 12-minute Battle Fury.
12.5 Battle Fury treads, 300 gold spear. He's having the time of his life. And TBS is not looking pressured at all right now. They know the Exorcism's on cooldown. Void doesn't have enough damage to kill anyone, even with his Chrono, so... IRS is in a really tough spot right now.
Yeah, it definitely feels like this is TBS's game right now. Is there a point in time, is there a specific set of items or some levels that IRS are looking for that's going to bring them back into this game?
Well, IRS's big power spike, as we've talked about, is going to be before Anti-Mage's Manta, so preferably if they can get the level 12 on the Death Prophet, get that double.
Clockwork gets bought back by Kunkka on the bottom. I think they're just waiting out for the Scythe. No, they're not. They're going to hold on to it, and Lich is going to pick up the kill with the Chain Frost.
Lich didn't even get it. Kunkka got it with the urn.
Oh, he did too.
And there's Doom on mid.
Phoenix.
They caught the Phoenix. He's trying to finish off his level 6. TBS just walking around the map getting everything.
So as we were saying, what is it that IRS are looking for here?
Radiant's top tower
Is it an
under
item?
attack.
Is it a particular set of levels on a hero? Is it around this Phoenix Supernova perhaps?
Sorry about that.
You're alright?
Bit of an internet issue. Yeah, sometimes I disconnect, but we're back. You were asking me what I was saying, where IRS was looking for. IRS is looking to get their level 12 on Gooksmith, get this level 2 Death Prophet ulti, and start taking these buildings. Pretty much they just need to start pressuring before the Anti-Mage is uncontrollable.
Yeah, and they've got Supernova on Phoenix now. And they've got the Chronosphere as well.
Yeah, they've got the tools to do it. They
That's
really
actually
do
another
want to
farming
wait for...
Exorcism as well.
Yeah, right now, like, level 1 Exorcism is really actually like, pretty weak.
They're pinging this out.
Should be okay.
I think they're looking to fight this. Like, does this give them the opening to just take mid tower now?
For TBS, they can definitely pressure it, but they can do it slowly. Just sit behind Jandals, let Jandals slowly push. If IRS ever tries committing to a fight, they'll walk into the Doom, walk into the boat, and it'll be pretty tough for them.
Underlord going down. Yep, there's the Reaper's Scythe. Phoenix can only watch.
Tries to heal him up, but even level 3 Sunray does
Dire's
not
middle
do
tower
enough.
has fallen.
Yeah, Infernal
Dire's
Blade,
bottom tower
hell of an
is under
ability.
attack.
Oh, and they've found this stack too. There's this ancient stack.
Are they able to take it though? They've got Anti-Mage pushing the bottom tower. Looks like a tier 2 at tower push for
Dire's
TBS here.
bottom tower has
They're
fallen.
grouping up as 5. They must have seen the Exorcism. They're not scared of a thing right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Oh,
attack.
they're gonna find Phoenix. He does have the Icarus dive. Should be able to get at it. Yeah, there's Clay pinging it now. I think he wants Necro to tank it for him. He's gonna tank it himself.
All the while, that big purple creeper's stuck behind him. He doesn't need
Is
anyone.
under attack.
TBS pulling ahead. I'm just gonna have a quick look at the net worth here. We've got Anti-Mage sitting on 10,000, followed by the Necro at 7.3, and then it's a Death Prophet at 6.7. So an 8,000 net worth advantage already for TBS, and their Anti-Mage is yet to play.
That's actually huge. Like that's so upsetting. I think.
It's a very tough game for IRS right now. But we are getting to see the treat that Clay Anti-Mage is.
I love watching this guy play Anti-Mage.
What do we have now? We've got Shadowbleed picked up on the Doom. Horus looking for a solo kill in the Dire jungle. He's almost definitely looking for the Void here somewhere. But nicely done by Matina, dodging this out completely. We've got IRS looking to group up. They did just get the level 12 on Death Prophet, so this is what they want to do. They want to take a tower with this for sure. See a smoker coming out here in the tree line. They don't actually have one. It's coming on the courier. They're all good.
Alright, so this is where we see them get back into the game, right? If this goes successful, this could bring them back?
Back into the game? Step towards being back into the game. This is where they want to get a chrono on the Anti-Mage, chain it with the silence, get the kill on the Anti-Mage, and take a tower off it.
Are scanning.
Dire scan just misses, actually. They might have to settle for the Lich.
Dire's top tower
They won't be
is under
chronoing
attack.
him. They might get the hook shot off on him though.
Oh, hookshot just missing. And there, oh, there's the chrono out. On to 3. Icarus dive goes in, but he gets caught in the chrono himself. There is the supernova. Good night goes the Lich. Death Prophet next to 4. Underlord says we don't want any of this, and he's just trying to get all the boys back out safely, but they do lose 1. They lost 2, actually.
3 of them down. The Underlord got pulled back as well.
Radiant's
He
bottom
did.
tower is under
X
attack.
back into it. I mean, that's Anti-Mage's meant to.
Dire's middle
Necrophos is
tower
coming
is
close to
under
Radiance. I want to give something for IRS to do here, but after that fight, I mean, they used their Chrono, they used their Underlord ulti, they used their Exorcism.
Dire's middle
TBS is
tower
just taking
has
this
fallen.
game.
I think the problem there is that Phoenix actually Icarus dived into the chrono, so he wasn't
did.
able to time the supernova.
Yeah, for sure. That would have made it a bit nicer for them, but with the Anti-Mage coming into that fight anyway, they probably would have got cleaned up either way.
Maybe it only goes a little better for them. Maybe they get a kill. No, maybe 2. They got Lich, didn't they?
They managed to, they killed the Lich, yeah. Jumped the Lich, killed the Lich. That is alright. We see Anti-Mage going into the Skadi. He understands that it is very difficult for him to die. The damage on IRS, like even though they've got the lockdown, the damage
Radiant's
is
middle
lacking,
tower is under attack.
for sure.
And what's the particular reason for the Skadi? Is that just stats,
Tank
really?
you up
Just tank
completely. Yeah. Gives you high health, it helps give you even more armor on top of the Lich armor in your base already. It's the effective HP of Skadi is just super high, and if you're not feeling like you need the heart, it's a much better item to just stay alive.
Regeneration!
Can't go stealing the regen from the Anti.
up? Rough. Oh, I would have loved to have seen some rage pings.
Rage pings from a cut and paste Anti-Mage. That'll
Few
never happen.
X's. So, TBS, like the game looks like it's slowing down a little bit. Who is
So
this
that's
favoring? Is this just favoring TBS?
It's favouring TBS for sure. I mean, we've talked about TBS's goal was to make space for the Anti-Mage. Not only have they made space, they've won the early game, they've taken more towers than IRS, they've given away nothing. They actually have the map control, they can pretty much do what they want right now. As long as they stay as a group, the Anti-Mage is pretty much free to roam. So the slower this game goes, the better it is for TBS essentially. Faster Anti-Mage will farm. But it's very difficult for IRS to actually speed up the game. They don't really have any control over over the pace of the game, especially as we see another Exorcism come out from Gooksmith.
Oh yeah, fight on the... No, there's no fight. It's just a farming. Oh, okay, it is a fight now as they catch themselves, the Anti-Mage, and so the faceless Void, and he gets doomed up. There will be no saviour here as they pop to the shrine next to fall. Goes down the Kunkka. Underlord trying to get the team out of there once again. Might only be able to get himself though. Can't even save himself actually as he goes down, and they're pinging out that mid tower now.
Well, they know there's no Chrono, they know there's no Death Prophet ulti. Nothing to stop them.
Dire's
IRS
middle
has no
tower
damage
is under
without their
attack.
lockdown. We can see a tier 3 definitely go down here. Possibly a Rex as well. It's probably the greedy play for TBS to go for the Rex though, so we should see tier 3 and back.
Dire's
So how do they defend this?
structures are
Without
falling.
Chrono? Without Supernova?
Dire's
You just
That
spam into
under
them.
attack.
As they're hitting the racks, I mean, as they're hitting the tower, oh, they're not even taking damage from this. Necro's able to heal them on damage.
Alright, looks like they've successfully pushed them off the tower. So they
No,
didn't...
not even the tower killed quite.
Yeah,
So they can't kill
it
the
was
shrines
close.
yet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You asked how they defend. Essentially, the way you defend, if you don't have your ability to take a team fight, you just keep doing what they did. You get the spam of the spirits, you get the spam of the Crypt Swarm. Do everything you can from ranged. And because they're taking tower as well, they are going to be too low health and they can't dive you, so you're in a very safe position to just sit there and spam it.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah, Death
attack.
probably went for the 150 cast range, so she can sort of safely just sit back and spam out those Crypt Swarms.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
For sure. Anti-mage.
Bounty.
300 gold offers Skadi now. This is
23 minute.
This
That's-
is scary.
That's incredible.
Go
This
for
actually
my
might be the most farmed anti-mage that I have seen.
Most farmed anti-mage that you've seen
Radiant are stuck.
is pretty big. We do see Iris, they've got their diffusal up on Void, they have their ulti up on Smith. I mean, they have to try to do something. It's going to be very difficult for them, but they want to smoke up,
Radiant's bottom
try
tower
find a
is
fight
under
where the
attack.
anti-mage has to teleport in too late, so they've already killed the mage. I mean, that should be their plan, but it's very difficult to execute. Otherwise, we might see them just play the high ground defense. The other way for Iris to win this game is to stall until like 60 minutes, so you get past that point of anti-mage being super strong.
Oh, mid lane, Gutsmith. Popping that exorcism, trying to chase down the Doom, but Shadowblade lets him get out of that one. Did have the Conquer there for backup too.
Yeah, a bit of an overcommitment there from Googsmith actually. The Phoenix did have sentries, but they had no dust. It was going to be a tough kill to get.
Oh, okay, that's what you need. Doom out onto 2. There's the Supernova as well. This coming in, dropping the Frost Bath. Doom going down, Kunkka trying to get away now. The Supernova does go off, but doesn't catch anyone. Icarus dive forward. There's the Sunray, couple more seconds, and they do manage to pick themselves up a kill onto the Kunkka. So that's 2 down, but in the top lane, they have lost themselves the Underlord as well. Clay has got a couple of seconds until he can get that blink off. Does have the eggs of the Immortal as well. Getting bashed up by this faceless Void. And his Gutsmith silence is on cooldown. So Clay should just be able to get himself out. And there's the blink.
They could have tried going for that. If they did the instant heals on the Death Prophet and then the Clockwork to Cog push him back, they could have maybe chased with the Siphon
Dire's
Spirit until
bottom
they had
tower
silence,
is
but
under attack.
he had Manta anyway. But that's once more, even though IRS got such a nice fight, get a slight net worth catch up from the fight, Anti-Mage is just sitting there hitting your buildings.
Yeah, just doing anti-mage things.
I mean, the big question for IRS right now is how do you kill the Anti-Mage? If they keep letting him free farm like this, he will get to the point where he just walks into place and doesn't care.
He's good. So he's got the Scotty, he's got the Basher queued up now. Oh, they've found themselves the Faceless Void. Doom committed, but it doesn't even matter. He's just absolutely annihilated. There's the Reaper's Scythe. Doesn't actually get the kill, but that is a very dead Allison anyway. Anti-Mage now going toe-to-toe with the Underlord. Forced to back up, diving into the backlines, picking himself up a kill on the Phoenix. Underlord now trying to stay safe under his tier 4s, but he's getting dived and forced to pop his ultimate to get himself out. What a rough game when under your tier 4s at 26 minutes, you have to Dark Rift yourself to safety.
Yeah, that's a bit hard. Worst part, he got X back, so he didn't even get much regen. He has to run back now anyway.
That is rough. So no racks down yet. Oh, Clockwork going forward, manages to catch himself to the Doom. Then he gets force-starved all the way around. Conker with the big boat up in the top there. Void has caught himself the Lich. Supernova being dropped as well. Faces Void. Dancing around the shrine for now. Anti-Mage running away. He's got a couple of seconds left on this silence. Looks like he's probably going to be just fine. Gets Yules up. We'll see whether or not they can combo it with the silence, but he does manage to blink forward and get himself out. Couple more seconds now. There's the silence. There is Clay. He is down. Raid boss down.
Nicely done. Chased by the entire Exorcism, managed to get the anti-mage.
Doom, though, looks like he's going to pick himself Matino on the way out, though. Staying alive, thanks to that bit of defiance. Blink forward. Onto the Underlord. Oh, yep. Yep, he's gone. That Infernal Blade.
That Infernal Blade damage, the constant damage from the Heartstopper and the Radiance. Can never run away from this team.
Like, their catch is incredible. Like, now that they've got the Blink on Necrophos, they've got the X marks the spot, they've got a couple of Force Staffs.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Yeah, TBS, they're having a good game. They're having a good game. For sure, they're in a position to take this as long as they keep calm heads, stay grouped up. Don't dive too much. Like last fight, we saw them dive to tier 4s, and that meant they didn't actually manage to get a Rax. Hopefully, we'll see them be a little bit more composed next time. We got Roshan spawning in 3 to 6 minutes from now, and that should hopefully be when we see TBS go to end the game.
Yeah, Animage nearly level 24 as well. What talents are you looking for this game? Is this a 25 agility, or is it a minus 50 second Minor Void?
I want to say the Mana Void. You've got an Underlord with 1000 mana, you've got a Death Prophet with 1200.
Doom finds himself the Basis Void on the top lane. Doom committed, Infernal Blade. Here's Conquer as well, but Doom can just do that on his own.
Nicely picked off. And this is where they can look to push again. You see Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is going straight towards mid. So we should see them try to finish off this range Rex at least.
Yeah, grouping up. So they've got everything but Exorcism, which is back up now in a second. Yep, there it is. So they do have the tools that they need to take this fight.
Apart from the Chrono. They do have to wait for the Void to spawn.
Oh, that's right, he is down. So there is a small opening. Range Rack's about to fall. Anti-Mage rooted up. Is that maybe overcommittal of the boat?
Nah, the boat's it's a low cooldown spell anyway. They know IRS isn't going to be able to dive for a fight. At least the Void comes in.
Oh, Faceless Void catches the Chrono onto the Necrophos and the Doom, getting stunned up. Up on the top there though, we do have the Supernova, but it is taken out by Clay. Gucksmith doing what he can to try and salvage this fight. Pops the Exorcism. He's got the Spirit Siphon out. We'll see if he's able to pick up a kill here on anyone. Allison going down as well. Once again, Underlord trying to get himself out, but he is X-marked and he will be back in just a second for a full team wipe by TBS. And there's Allison calling the GG.
And that is game. IRS going for the YOLO. They got the nice Chrono, but they just don't have the damage. They needed to do slightly better in the lanes and get those early towers if they were ever going to be able to push their intimation off.
So what are we looking at in this game? The 30,000 net worth lead there at the end at 30 minutes.
We're looking at a free farm anti-mage that got out of control.
And that's just Clay anti-mage.
To be fair though, Doom and Necrophos doing great jobs managing to find pickoffs around the map. Creating most of the space there, and great job as well from all supports. The Lich doing Lich things. The Kunkka managed to X-mark the Underlord every single ulti back to base.
You know, it's crazy. You could take Clay out of that game completely, and they would still have the net worth advantage.
Yeah, they did pretty good.
Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. We do have one or two more games to go, depending on the outcome of the next one. So game 1 going the way of TBS. So stay tuned. We'll head to Splash, and we'll be back in a moment.